Today, we will explore the nuances of autistic stimming. Stimming is a term that refers to a variety of repetitive and self-regulatory behaviors performed by many autistic people. In this video, the focus is on understanding what stimming is, why autistic individuals engage in it, and how it plays a crucial role in managing sensory input and emotional regulation. Our conversation will help to clear up common misunderstandings while offering insight into a behavior that is often misinterpreted or judged by those unfamiliar with its purpose. Throughout this script, we maintain a respectful and friendly tone, ensuring that the content remains accessible for everyone interested in learning more about autism. The main goal is to provide clear and thoughtful explanations without overwhelming technical jargon. Whether you are a friend, family member, educator, or someone curious about neurodiversity, this discussion is designed to resonate with your experience and encourage compassion towards those who use stimming as a way to interact with the world. We will start by discussing the basics of autism and how different neurological experiences lead to unique ways of sensing and responding to our surroundings. Next, we'll delve into what stimming actually means, offering examples that are easy to relate to. We will examine the importance of these behaviors in helping autistic individuals cope with sensory overload, regulate emotions, and express themselves. Finally, we will debunk some common myths and look at ways to support and accommodate stimming in everyday life. By the end of this discussion, you will have a fuller understanding of why autistic stimming is not only a natural response but also a valuable tool. So, let's embark on this journey toward empathy and knowledge together, without fear or misunderstanding. Let's dive right in and start exploring the world of autistic stimming in simple terms for everyone. Throughout this video, we intend to create a supportive and welcoming space that encourages further inquiry into the diverse experiences of individuals on the autism spectrum. By discussing these topics in a grounded and non-technical manner, we invite every viewer to understand the uniqueness of stimming without prejudice, opening the door for more thoughtful conversations about acceptance and the beauty of neurodiversity. Autism spectrum disorder, commonly known as autism, refers to a wide range of neurological differences that influence how individuals communicate, interact, and perceive the world around them. It is not a single condition but rather a spectrum, meaning that everyone who is autistic experiences it in their own unique way. Some individuals might be highly verbal while others may rely on nonverbal cues or alternative communication methods. This variety underlines the importance of understanding that autism encompasses a broad array of strengths as well as challenges. Neurodiversity is a concept that embraces these differences instead of viewing them as disorders. It is an acknowledgement that differences in brain function and behavioral traits, such as stimming and other sensory processing variations, form a natural part of human diversity. When we say neurodiversity, we are emphasizing that everyone's brain works in unique ways that shape personal experiences and perspectives. This understanding encourages a shift away from a one-size-fits-all mentality towards a more individualized approach. In many discussions about autism, technical language can sometimes create distance, but it is important to remember that at the heart of it, neurodiversity celebrates human variation. Everyone may process sights, sounds, and textures in slightly different ways. Some may find certain lights too bright or sounds too loud, and stimming becomes a way to navigate an overwhelmingly stimulating environment. Recognizing these differences allows us not only to accept alternative behaviors but also to appreciate the unique coping strategies that autistic individuals develop. Moreover, the diverse ways in which the autistic brain processes information often lead to creative problem-solving and innovative thinking. It is not uncommon for people on the autism spectrum to excel in areas that require attention to detail, pattern recognition, and deep focus. Every individual adds value to our community, and by understanding their neurological makeup, society can better support varied learning and communication styles. Accepting this reality paves the way for richer educational and work environments that honor personal differences and encourage growth. As we learn more about autism and neurodiversity, it is clear that neither scientific jargon nor stereotypes can capture the full spectrum of experiences. Each person's neurological profile is a unique tapestry of strengths, challenges, and potential. When we appreciate these nuances, we build a foundation for empathy and inclusivity that enriches all parts of community life. In embracing these differences fully, we honor every individual's right to be themselves. Stimming is a term used to describe self-stimulatory behavior that involves repetitive movements, sounds, or activities. These behaviors often serve as a way for autistic individuals to manage overwhelming sensory stimuli or express their inner emotions. Rather than seeking attention, stimming is a natural and instinctive coping mechanism that acts as a bridge to self-regulation. It helps in grounding the person in a moment when environmental inputs may feel too intense or confusing. Common forms of stimming include actions such as hand flapping, rocking back and forth, repeating phrases, and even humming softly. These actions might seem unusual to those unfamiliar with autism, but they play a key role in allowing an individual to center themselves. For some, stimming provides a calming effect that reduces anxiety and helps maintain a sense of order amid chaos. It is also a way for individuals to communicate their internal state when words fail to capture their experiences completely. Examples of stimming can be seen in various settings, whether at home, school, or public environments. At home, one might see a person engaging in ritualistic tapping or repetitive visual fixation on an object. In classrooms or social gatherings, stimming might manifest as a need to rhythmically move, fidget with small items, or produce soft sounds. Each behavior is unique and can differ widely from person to person, emphasizing that there is no single template for stimming. Understanding that stimming is primarily a self-soothing activity makes it easier to appreciate why autistic individuals rely on these behaviors. They are not meant to disrupt or draw unwanted attention, but rather to provide comfort and control in a world that often feels unpredictable. Recognizing the function of these behaviors allows us to approach stimming with compassion rather than judgment. Further, recognizing these functions enhances our ability to support individuals in managing their sensory worlds. Observing stimming behaviors in everyday life reveals a spectrum of expressions that are both personal and adaptive. For instance, some individuals may engage in rhythmic bouncing or tactile interactions with objects to self-calm during stressful moments. Such variations underscore the idea that stimming is not a disorder to be fixed, but a natural method of interaction with one's environment. Recognizing this behavior as beneficial paves the way for more positive perspectives on autism. Every individual's expression is valid absolutely. Stimming plays a critical role in the lives of many autistic individuals, serving as an effective mechanism for emotional regulation and stress relief. It is a natural tool that helps them modulate sensory input and maintain a balanced state of mind. When faced with overwhelming situations, stimming provides a method to counteract sensory overload and to create a predictable, calming rhythm that soothes the mind. For many, stimming is one of the simplest yet most powerful forms of self-expression. It communicates feelings and emotions without the need for words, often revealing levels of anxiety or happiness that might be difficult to articulate otherwise. This non-verbal form of expression can be a window into the internal world of an individual, offering insights into what they might be experiencing but are unable to express in traditional ways. Furthermore, stimming is an adaptive response, a personalized way to manage intense emotions and sensory challenges. When the external world becomes too chaotic or unpredictable, returning to familiar, repetitive motions provides a comforting sense of continuity. Rather than forcing an individual to suppress these natural inclinations, recognizing and supporting stimming can lead to improved mental health and overall well-being. It is a behavior that, when understood, encourages a more compassionate and insightful observation of everyday challenges and triumphs. The benefits of stimming extend into cognitive realms as well. Many individuals find that engaging in stimming behaviors helps them concentrate better and fosters a deeper level of focus during tasks that might otherwise feel overwhelming. Whether it is a rhythmic movement that promotes concentration or a repetitive sound that channels nervous energy, these behaviors are integral to personal coping strategies that support learning and creative problem-solving. By appreciating the importance of stimming, caregivers, educators, and community members can move towards environments that are more accommodating and supportive. Instead of viewing these actions as a disruption, recognizing them as a valuable coping tool reinforces the idea that everyone has unique ways to navigate life's challenges. This perspective ultimately leads to a more inclusive society that respects and nurtures differences. Understanding the importance of stimming deepens our appreciation of neurodiversity by highlighting the natural ways individuals adjust to a dynamic world. This recognition prompts not only better support systems but also influences policy decisions that promote accessible environments. By refusing to pathologize a behavior that brings comfort, society can reduce stigma while empowering autistic individuals to thrive. Moreover, research indicates that accepting stimming as a natural form of self-regulation can lead to improved learning outcomes and social connections. Stimming is a bridge between the internal experiences of an individual and a world that is often overwhelming, paves the way toward greater respect and understanding across all communities. Absolutely. Many misconceptions surround stimming, often rooted in lack of understanding rather than empirical evidence. A common myth is that stimming is merely a habit or a behavior that should be controlled or eliminated for better social acceptance. In reality, stimming is a critical coping strategy, and attempts to suppress these behaviors can lead to increased anxiety and discomfort. This misconception stems from a narrow view of behavior that fails to recognize the necessity and benefits of self-regulation. Another prevalent myth suggests that all autistic individuals stim in the same way or with the same intensity, reinforcing stereotypes and oversimplifying the diverse experiences within the autism spectrum. The truth is that stimming behaviors vary widely from person to person and context to context. While one individual may find comfort in repetitive hand movements, another may prefer auditory or tactile methods. Simplistic portrayals of stimming do not capture its multifaceted nature, which is rooted in the rich variation of human sensory experiences. Some people mistakenly believe that stimming is a sign of disinterest or lack of engagement, especially in social or educational settings. This view can lead to unwarranted judgment and a failure to appreciate that stimming often serves to enhance focus and provide emotional stability. They offer a glimpse into the unique ways the brain processes its environment and responds to stress. Moreover, the idea that stimming is an inherently negative behavior has caused many to attempt to replace it with more socially acceptable alternatives. Such efforts not only overlook the benefits that stimming provides, but they can also harm the individual by forcing them to suppress natural, comforting responses. It is important to debunk these myths by relying on respectful observations and scientific insights, rather than unfounded assumptions. Ultimately, clarifying these misconceptions helps to foster a more inclusive atmosphere where stimming is recognized not as a problem to be fixed, but as a natural expression of neurodiversity. Understanding and open dialogue pave the way for improved support systems that honor the individual needs of every person. These rampant myths perpetuate a cycle of misunderstanding that harms the reputation of autistic individuals and limits opportunities for support and inclusion. When myths are challenged with facts and genuine empathy, dialogue can break down barriers and create welcoming environments for everyone. Dispelling these false narratives is a crucial step towards a world where differences are celebrated and every individual can express themselves freely. Supporting stimming behaviors means creating an environment where autistic individuals feel safe and understood. Families, educators, and community members can all play a crucial role in making spaces more welcoming and less overwhelming. Simple adjustments, such as designating quiet areas or allowing the use of fidget tools, can make a significant difference in daily comfort. Recognize that stimming is a natural expression, not a behavior that needs correction or suppression. When interacting with someone who stims, it is important to approach the situation with sensitivity and care. Use calm and respectful language that validates the individual's experience rather than dismissing their needs. Educators, for example, may benefit from small classroom modifications that allow for moments of stimming without interrupting the flow of learning. Likewise, workplaces can adopt flexible policies that accommodate different sensory needs. By fostering a culture of understanding, everyone can contribute to an atmosphere that respects natural behaviors. Practical strategies include incorporating sensory-friendly modifications such as soft lighting, reduced noise levels, and clear communication of expectations. Encouraging self-advocacy, where individuals are empowered to discuss their own sensory needs, also leads to stronger support networks and improved self-esteem. It is beneficial to focus on solutions that emphasize comfort and productivity rather than strictly conforming to conventional norms. Moreover, providing education for peers and community members about the role of stimming can reduce negative stigma. Workshops, informational sessions, and relaxed dialogues can build empathy and increase awareness. Every step taken to accommodate stimming behaviors contributes to a more inclusive society. Whether it is through policy changes or small personal adjustments, recognizing the value of these actions is essential. Creating a supportive environment not only helps autistic individuals thrive but also enriches the community as a whole. Providing continual support requires an ongoing commitment to understanding and adapting to individual needs. Both formal and informal support networks can empower autistic individuals to feel confident in their self-expression. Small gestures like checking in with someone or learning more about their preferred methods of stimming can build stronger relationships and trust. This proactive approach benefits everyone by fostering a culture of acceptance and mutual respect. Embracing unique behaviors enriches our collective experience and nurtures a harmonious community every day. Listening to personal stories of autistic individuals offers valuable insight into the unique role that stimming plays in everyday life. Many share experiences where stimming provided relief during moments of intense sensory overload or emotional distress. Their narratives often highlight moments of self-discovery and resilience, showing that stimming is not a hindrance but rather a means of authentic self-expression. Expert insights further emphasize the necessity of understanding stimming within a broader context of neurodiversity. Professionals who work in the field of autism research have long noted that stimming behaviors can be indicators of an individual's strategy to cope with an unpredictable world. Their studies underscore the importance of recognizing these behaviors as adaptive responses rather than symptoms of dysfunction. Experts encourage dialogue that bridges the gap between clinical observations and the day-to-day experiences of autistic people. These stories and expert opinions work together to challenge traditional narratives about stimming. They illustrate that stimming, in all its forms, is a natural and beneficial element of human expression. By incorporating first-hand accounts and professional perspectives, it becomes evident that supporting stimming can lead to improved emotional well-being and stronger community connections. Such insights inspire hope and remind us that empathy and understanding begin with listening to the voices of those directly affected. Personal stories and professional insights woven together create a tapestry of understanding, highlighting the profound impact stimming has on quality of life. These voices call for acceptance, urging society to appreciate every unique experience without judgment and embrace diversity always. In summary, understanding autistic stimming is essential for building a compassionate and inclusive society. The behaviors, often misinterpreted, are natural self-regulation tools that provide comfort, focus, and emotional balance. Recognizing stimming as a valid expression of neurodiversity encourages acceptance and support. By challenging common myths and embracing personal experiences alongside expert insights, we can foster environments where everyone feels valued. This journey towards understanding promotes empathy, reduces stigma, and celebrates the unique ways individuals interact with the world. Let us move forward with respect and openness and continue to learn from one another. Our collective journey makes us stronger every day.